Okay, so we're going to change out the old hub and the small 242mm brakes, and I've already undone most of this, but I'll just show you how I went about doing it. Before anything, you really want to basically undo this. So this is the track rod end. So I've got a 22mm on this tool here. I've got the adjustable spanner here. It can also be a 19mm. So I put that in here like that, and then just nicked it, undid it like that, and then you just leave that where it is, and unwind this. Then you get a 14mm here. You undo that fully, so take that out, and then what you do is it depends if you're going to keep it or not, but if you're not going to keep it, you can just use one of these and slam a hammer in there and take it off, or you can start using tools like these, and you wind that on and you pop that off. So that's off like that, and that can be unwound. This is already off, but this is anti-roll bar drop link. There's a 12mm spanner on here and a 12mm underneath there, so that's loose. The drive shaft's obviously out in this situation, so you don't need to worry about that. So then up here, this is the Skunk 2 upper control arm. So obviously you take down the 17mm a bit, say to there. Then you get this type of tool. So again, this ball joint splitter. Put that in there, and then you just unwind this. And what that does is it pushes the whole thing. So you wind that up, pushes the whole thing out, and then you pop that out. So then take that down. That's off there. And then underneath here, this is a 19mm. So 19mm here. So you can undo that. Then you can get this tool on here. So like that. And then come on here a little bit. Then you can just wind this down here, and what that does is it pushes on the bottom here. It pushes this up and then out, and then you can just basically push that up, pull that up like that. I already disconnected the brake line. The brake line was this bit here, which is the holder. That's on 2 10mm here. And then this is the actual line itself, was on a 14mm here, and then that is the whole arm out. That's how you do that. And then, as you saw before, I changed the brake lines, the hard lines here, so that's got some tape. So this is a Goodrich hose here. It's already off, apart from it's held on by a 10mm at the back here, but then it's got this is the new solid hard line, and then this is this little clip on here, so you can work these off. There you go, that's out, and then you can just wiggle this down, set frame, and then just take a 10mm off there, and just have that out. The brake line is loose on all sides now. This has got a little 12mm behind here, so I can just put that on there, and then that comes off like so. Put that on there, and then I can actually put the new brake lines I've got in here. So it's a brake line. Oh, a new one. There is more to life than increasing speed. I know we had that one before, didn't we? So this is the Hell brake line kit, and then basically just I'll check if all the sizes are the same as them. If they're different front to back, essentially. I think they all might be the same. So they both have 2 things. I'll just check the length. Look, the two are slightly longer. So what I'll do is just check the length for the old one. It's quite gnarled in the end. Worryingly, these look much shorter. But let's see how it would actually fit up. Because the other ones were probably too long. So let's see if I'm grabbing the long ones or the short ones now. Two an inch longer. So I'm going to get the two that are longer, put them to one side, and that one there. And fitting wise, so I've got to put one up here. So I'll take down this. I'll put a tape. So first thing you want to do is kind of sweep off any crap on the top of here. What you don't want to do is get loads of debris in your brake line. See, and then get that little bit of metal. Get that in here. So just pushing this bit of metal back on. That's on there like that. And then pop that in there like that. And then go backwards. So I hear it click. Yeah. That's just dropping down one thread. And that, screw that in there like that. And then with this one, this is just like this, I guess. It's a tight bend. Maybe we'll worry about that in a bit. I can undo this though. That's adjustable, so I'll probably just have to adjust that and move that to the right position. And then this goes on the actual hub. So talking of hubs, here's one I made earlier. Here's the hub. So you saw me build this whole thing up before, and I'll just take the nut off the arm there. This is the passenger side or left hand side of the car with the long drive shaft. We need to feed this in to the gearbox and put these 3 14 mils. You've seen me do this a few times, but it's really the same process. The other things we need to do is we've already got this undone, but we need to undo this 17 mil here so that we can drop the arm down and feed this arm through. So I'll just undo that. Okay. Take that out there. Then it can be dropped down there now. Okay, so then the process is like this. I'm going to feed this hole in. And you want to put this support bearing, you need to have it up in that kind of position. So first just hold that there, put that in, and I just tend to just rock it in like that. That's in position, and then put this down a bit. Goes in the middle. goes up like that. Then this 17mm, get a little bit of copper slip on it, not that much. Put it on the threads, never hurts. And just get that in the right position. So that goes on the back here. Okay. That's it. Okay, so 3 14mm like this. This one goes in there. There's one at the top here. Sometimes you need 2 hands. Push it up a bit. And there is one just in there like that. So I'll put all 3 of those in there tight with a 40mm deep. Now we want to put this hub on. So hub's over here. Position myself here. Chuck that there. Grab this hub. Okay. And basically, let's get the old brake line out of the way. Feed this in here. I'll probably put some copper slip on first, because what you can have issues with getting these things in and out later, which you don't want. So you put some copper slip. It's a bit too much. Put some copper slip around the back as well, and on the spine. Probably a bit generous there. If it's good, it's good. And also, don't forget to do there. Get some copper slip in here. Always.
You never regret that.
Never regret that. So, okay, and a little bit on the threads. Okay, and then a bit on him as well. Oh, look. I need to get rid of the remnants of whatever thing we got in there, so I'll do that as well. I'm going to get this old anti-roll bar drop link out, so sometimes when they get really corroded you can't get 12mm on them anymore, so just using these mole grips. Okay, that's out there. Okay. Then we've got this new mailer part, so we're going to use that, and this should improve the feel of the whole thing. So you've got to build it up, and let's just chuck all this stuff out of here, see what we've got, and then we've got to put one on that side, one on that side, one of these rubber things, and then we've got to put this in here like that, okay, and chuck another one of these rubber things there, and then put a hat on it, and get a nut. Get a rubber thing on the bottom, get that on there, get the nut, Okay, so just to be clear then, we've got the bar itself which runs through the whole thing. We've got nut, washer, rubber, anti-roll bar, rubber, washer, the bar thing, washer, rubber, the lower control arm, rubber, washer, nut. So that's how it goes down. Get a 12mm on there, and I think these 12mm are getting to 13. They always do that in this mailer kits, but it's a 13mm. You can just come in here and do that up. So 12mm here, and go ahead and just do up the lower and the upper. Don't go too tight, that's a common mistake. You just want to have it so they're snug and they're so you want to have it so they're bulging. That's about right. And then do the same on the top, 12mm, and just do the same again. Just I'll show you that when it's done. Okay, so we put copper slip everywhere. We have put this brake hose on the back bit, and I spun it around. On this BCBR type has this bracket, so you can spin this around and put it where you want. So not putting it on that anymore, putting it on there. So that should be okay. And then what you need to do is basically put this in here like that. Put the dry shaft in. Put that in there, do you see? Yeah, I just went in there like that. Okay, and then put this up here like this. Okay, and then get the car slated 17 on there, like so. Should all go. Okay. And then the 19mm on here, like that. Okay. And then obviously got this brake line. So the brake line will go on here like that. So I need to undo that 14, get that positioned, and then try and figure out how I'm gonna probably put it on like that, maybe brake line like that. That should be pretty good. So I've got these two copper crush washers that come with the hull line. It's good they give you those, and then I'm going to basically just put this in here in the back of the brake caliper. Do I have to wind it? Nope. So get that in there, get lined up. It's going in now. I'll wipe some brake fluid so it end up on me. And then you want to put that in the little hole it's got. So I don't know if there's actually going to be. There you go. There's enough space for it. And then just do that up. I think. I'm not sure, but I think there might still be a 14. So then with this 14mm single hex, just nip that up. Okay, that's good. Yeah, and then the final touch is just to put this up here, try and find somewhere that can live. So I'm thinking somewhere like that. You've got to be careful, it's a balancing act. You've got to make sure that these things are in the right position. So I'll just fettle that a little bit and then show you where the best place is. So this is the final setup I have of it. So obviously the 14mm tight in there. That's how I've put that one on the arm, and this is how I put this one. And as you see, it kind of just as you turn it, it kind of slithers through it, which should be alright. Now, I actually found out using the shorter the shorter two will be better on the front than the longer two, so that's what I've gone for. You've got to see what works for you. I've tightened this down here, that's an 11mm, so the hard line onto the flexi. So I've done all that, so that's all good to go. And then the only other things to do are put this hub nut on. So I'm gonna make sure there's no stuff in that. So wind that hub nut on. I'm gonna replace the tie rod end, and this is the part number I'm going to use first line, but you get all different types. This one comes with a new nut, the castellated nut as well, so that one goes on the inside, and then this split pin goes through there. So I'm going to use the new nut, particularly as it's a slightly wider nut, and that's going to be easier to use. But what I want to do first is measure on here. I'm going to measure 31, well, including the bit on the end, but it's just, so it's probably a little bit more, but on this ruler, 31mm along that. So then what I can do is just unwind the old nut. You can see where it's been sitting anyway, really. Put this new one on. If the nuts were the same, I wouldn't bother, but it's just because it's a wider nut. That's probably a good idea. So new nuts going on. In the same place. Have to go back a bit more. So then we'll see what we're saying here. Oh. Have to go a little bit more. So that's where some of that thread isn't very good. So I can get my wire brush. Just go all the way around. Get some of your copper slip. Put it on those threads. Actually put it all on them. It's easier to turn now. Then get your ruler again. A bit more. So that's about right. Okay. You still need to get it tracked anyway afterwards, but at least you'll be borderline right. So then this, again, some copper slip on there. I've already put some in the hole there, and then you just wind this new one on. It's just I had a sinking feeling I had the wrong one. So, wind that one on. That's like that. And then put that in there. Get the castellated nut. Wind that on there. So here we've got a 22 and our kind of unconventional 18 here. And what you want to do is go this way and just tighten that up. So never just swing on this 22 without bracing it, because obviously you put a lot of stress on here, on this actual knuckle that we just changed. And then underneath here I guess it's is it a 17? Yeah. So then just get 17 mil. And then just pull that in there. Okay. And then get your split pin, which is here. Also, it's worth saying, you notice there's a sweep in there. That's to allow you space for your wheel and tyre and package. That's why it's like that. So you wouldn't want it the other way around. So good point. And then just find the hole in here. And sometimes you just need to pull it around a tiny bit more, so you get one of the holes to line up. There you go, that's straight through like that, and then one side goes round and the other side goes over the top, and that's that. So then just do up this bolt up here, which is a 17. That's it. Now we've got this split pin up there. We can should have probably put it back a bit like that, like there. Then we get these two 10 mils. Obviously, put some copper slip on them. People are going to think I'm working for copper slip.
You're not even using copper slip.
Is it not actually copper slip?
Copper ease.
Damn.
There are also other manufacturers of copper derivatives.
Thanks, Andy. Anyway, get these two 10 mils. Don't have to take forever like I'm doing. And that is that, other than there's 119 below here, which is the lower ball joint. So we've done the upper ball joint. And the nice thing about this one is a nylock. Okay, that's good. So we've got the 32 mil here. That's all that done up. I did do it in the end. And then get this 32 mil, just snug it up, and get your wheel. Obviously centre cap removed, because when you drop it on the deck you can actually get a breaker bar on the 32 mil. And there. This is the first time we've ever had the 282s on there with these nuts. The thing is, what you have to do is you have to jack it, put it back down the ground, torque that up, raise it up on the ground, take the wheel off, and then bang in here. So you get a flathead screwdriver larger than this, and then just indent there. Come in, have a look. So you come in there and whack it in the play. I haven't done that yet, so that's the final step.